Hello, everyone. From my side, today's online session. I'm Robert, and I represent 𝘗𝘢𝘪𝘥𝘪𝘯𝘨 with the MBA program International Logistics and Trade. It is a part-time program that can also be studied online. And this course of study is therefore aimed at professionals with a first academic degree. My today's agenda looks like this. I will give an overview to 𝘗𝘢𝘪𝘥𝘪𝘯𝘨. It's a University of Applied Sciences, and 𝘗𝑠, followed by the course details. I will jump into the course details at this point, and then I will give you an overview how you can study this program alongside your profession. 𝘗𝘢𝘪𝘥𝘪𝘯𝘨 is a state university of applied sciences with more than 100 years of experience. And as a student in a part-time program, you will graduate with the same university degree like all the full-time students. We currently have approximately 8,100 students enrolled in our university in both parts, in full and part-time programs together. They are registered in the 3 faculties mentioned here. And in addition to that, there is a large number of partnerships with companies in the industry. And of course, we always thrive to maintain and expand our relationship with business so that our courses also reflect the needs of practice and thus create added value for our or for you as our students. And for this course in particular, it reflects the partnership with Bremen Ports in Bremerhaven. Yeah, this slide is intended to classify what 𝘗𝑠 is. So 𝘗𝑠 is an abbreviation of Wismar International Graduation Service, and it is a subsidiary company of Wismar University of Applied Sciences. And the tasks consists of conception and implementation of further education programs like this MBA course. Currently, we have 5,400 students enrolled in part-time programs here at 𝘗𝑠. And if you look at the total number I mentioned before, 8,100 students are enrolled in our university. You can see that the majority of our students are concentrating on studies alongside their job. In addition to that, we are offering further education programs in terms of short trainings. And as you can see here, since 2013, we are named under the top distance learning institutes, which then leads to a recommendation rate of 97%. And this rate is based on surveys of students and alumni. Yeah, coming to the course details, which is the main important information for you. Jumping right into the curriculum. So what you can see here is a brief detail about the course curriculum. The course has a regular duration of 2 years. These 2 years are split into 4 semesters. And we have divided this content into 4 bigger topics. These topics you can see here, starting with the basics, with fundamental modules and knowledge. And in each semester, you have one of these modules. In the second line here in blue, you can find the topic related to economic. And in the third line and topic, we have business related topics. And all modules in the fourth line are about aspects of global logistics. So each semester consists of 4 modules. Like I mentioned, one module to each the topics. Here you can see the semester. So you have 4 semesters in total and 4 modules related to each the topics. Yeah, starting with the first semester. With the first semester, we will open the basket here and get an overview about general principles of strategic and general management in companies and in industries. And as we are aiming for international trade, we of course include international economics. So it's about international trade, streams of cargoes of different kind of goods, of information, and so on. You can find trade finance as a module. Of course, trade needs finance. That's why we include this module as well. And everything must work together hand in hand. So all players in the supply chain. And so we will find a module called International Supply Chain Management in the first semester. In the second semester, we have data analytics and statistics. As in a competitive world with big data and disruptions, we are facing a huge amount of data, and it is very important and necessary to handle this data. In addition to that, you have a module called Transition and Change Management. There you will learn how to manage and handle complex changes in a global business company. Port organization and management is a module specialized on port management, but this is the only module really concentrate on port management topics. In the third semester, we start with academic research and writing. Here you will refresh your knowledge from your first academic degree, I think, and deepen it. So how to write a successful master thesis. This is the content you will get to know here and you will learn here. Then you have module public relations and stakeholder management, for example. This is very important content in terms of how to satisfy the stakeholders and how to handle, for example, public opinions. The last module here is green shipping and sustainable logistics. I want to add here that shipping here is mentioned and is meant in a global context. So it's not only maritime transport, it's all kind of transportation. And in the fourth semester, there's a master thesis only. So it's a big part of the program, of course, but there are no other modules in addition. You decide for the topic on your own, and the majority of the students pick out a topic out of their professional work. A few words to the workshops. So the study projects are in or will be done in the workshops phase. So there are study projects, and within these projects, students will apply what they have learned in the 4 modules during the semester. And in addition, we will expand the content of the workshop and the focus by broadening your view to include the entire system. So we call this workshop cascades, and this is what you can see on this slide. Here are the cascades. Starting with the first workshop, with the smallest approach, so global trade, society, and the environment. So it is necessary to have a foundation to understand how global trade works in society. Followed by the second workshop, there we are talking about digital transformation, business process, and new business models. So all type of businesses are subject to digital transformation, including global trade. And that changes make it necessary, for example, to find new business models and so on. And in the last and third workshop, so after you complete all the third semester modules, we summarize everything you have learned so far based on the content of all the modules and your own professional experience, of course, and we call it leadership and innovation. Yeah, so first and foremost, with this MBA, you are approaching a position in a company where you are expected to be responsible, maybe in a leadership position, and to innovate your company on a regular basis is also, yeah, your job. And all these topics needs to fit together. So we would like to add a little more knowledge from workshop to workshop. And that's why it is very important for you as a student to follow the sequence of the workshops in general. Because at the end of the third workshop, you will have a complete picture of all the areas. I would like to continue with an example of a semester. So for each of the modules, you have 3 online tutorials, as you can see here, plus an examination. Online tutorials will start in October and end mid of December, approximately here. Followed by the examination period, beginning of January. The examination later will start in January and will end the beginning of February. And then to complete 1 semester, you will meet, and when you're done with all the examination, you will meet for 1 workshop week from Friday to Sunday at 1 location. Yeah, I want to also add, of course, the admission requirements at this point. When it comes to necessary requirements, you have 2 possibilities, starting with an academic degree in fields of economics with a minimum of 180 credits, which is mandatory. If you come with 180 credits, you still have to prove further work experience or take in additional modules. It's up to you. If you come with 210 credit points, you need to prove your work experience of at least 2 years and knowledge of English, because the entire program is taught in English. Of course, at a glance, you will graduate with a state university degree in Master of Business Administration. Our program is accredited and starts in winter semester only. The entire fee for 1 semester is 2,950 euros. Yeah, now let me just quick go through the distance learning concept. So our distance learning concept consists of 4 components. It's self-study, since most of the time you are studying from distance. This is the component, the biggest part of your study. Before starting the semester, you will receive all the information and material necessary and to pass the modules, as well as a schedule. And with this information, you can learn in your own personal pace. The standard plan provides 4 modules per semester. You have access from the beginning onwards to all study materials, so that makes it flexible for you to study. Exams and present workshop. So as I mentioned, each semester the group will meet for 1 live workshop for a weekend, starting in Berlin, followed in the 2nd semester Copenhagen and Barcelona. During this workshop, you will apply everything you have learned in the 4 modules before in an integrated study project, as I already mentioned. The third component is the personal support. So we will support in every way and in every topics needed. On the left-hand side, you can find all topics Wings will help you with. So it's basically organizational topics. And on the right-hand side, you can see which parts the professors and the lecturers will guide and support you. These are module-related topics. The online campus is the last component. Here you can see the main service, Wings app and My Wings. The Wings app will show you the study progress, and My Wings will give you all the necessary information to all the material needed for the study program. If you have further questions, don't hesitate to contact me via email or mobile phone or telephone. And yeah, this was my short presentation. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to hear you afterwards.